Okay, welcome everybody to what's gotta be like our 100th session of Rise of the Runelords now. Like
Not quite, but I will let you know it's coming soon, and I expect a big deal.
Well, I mean, I do know there's probably 2 that haven't ended up online, so we probably
they've all ended up online.
Okay, did you get the one from the week that you missed 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay.
I get them. I think I did.
All right. You guys are still in Turtleback Ferry. Like Susan just asked, her character has been in Turtleback Ferry before, obviously, by the way she's interacted with the townspeople. And what kind of information would she know? And I figure that throughout the night, she probably would have sat there and answered y'all's questions and told y'all about things such as this river that runs directly in front of Turtleback Ferry is called the Skull River. It's called the Skull River because it leads up to a massive ancient dam that is believed to be a Thessalonian landmark called the Skull's Crossing. This is a giant dam that it's built from carved stone. And carved in this stone are thousands and thousands of depictions of skulls just stacked one on top of another. And the big feature of the dam are 4 large skulls measuring 50 feet in height each that dot the top of the dam. Fort Rannoch itself lies about halfway between the town and Skull's Crossing. Of course, this town is on Clay Bottom Lake, which is named because they mine clay out of this region. It's one of their large exports. To the south is a region called Pindaka, which is not large enough to be considered a town, is barely more than a settlement. But there you might be able to find 1 or 2 shops, definitely some people down there to talk to. Across the river right here is an area called the Shimmer Glens that she would have been able to tell you about, but the locals would know nothing more than legend. But this is where the fairies dwell. If you go over to the Shimmer Glens, you are very likely to have an encounter, whether positive or negative, with some fae. The Wicker Walk is a roughly 1.5 mile long wicker bridge that leads from another settlement called Bitter Hollow. Again, just a settlement, barely more than a handful of buildings. And the Wicker Walk connects to the old Sanos Trail, which you can actually take back about a 4 or 5 day hike to get back to her village. Any other questions about what y'all see here in front of you?
So if we destroy the dam, we'll kill everyone downstream. Got it.
Yes. If you completely destroy the dam, it will definitely threaten the life of everybody in Turtleback Ferry.
Especially with the water so high with the rains.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Lake Cole up here is a lake with jet black sediment and very black, dark water. It is a lake that is a runoff from a large coal deposit.
Is it poisonous?
Probably. I would imagine you
only
wouldn't
in
want to drink
big doses. Little doses coal purifies.
I ain't stepping in that.
Yeah. The fishing is poor in Lake Cole, not for the lack of fish, but for the ferocity of the large, dark gars that dwell therein.
Can we fish the gars?
Yeah, why not? All right. I imagine everybody gets a good night's sleep. You wake up fresh and refreshed the next morning, having spent your first night in a completely dry bed in a solid, warm building in probably 3 weeks. since you left the Foxglove Manor. It's nice and warm inside. The caretaker, I forgot his name already, but I'll find it here in a minute. Seston Orlandi. Seston has come by and lit fires in each of your rooms first thing in the morning as the sun broke and you're all waking up to nice toasty sheets.
Thank you, Mr. Orlando.
Yeah. It's like, yes, my friends call me Bloom. Anyways.
Bloom, did the little one come last night? I didn't hear a peep.
Yes, we it's been rather quiet around here. Wait, hold on, that's not his accent. It's been rather quiet around here lately. We've people look up and don't move around too much at night. It's scary days,
No, the baby, you fool.
What?
The baby.
Oh, the baby. She's still hanging on in there. It's like she just don't want to come out. Maybe Becky's holding her in for fear of what's going on with the town, but I don't know.
Perhaps we could get her out for you.
God.
You can't.
Like
rush
looks
a
down
baby.
at your sword. I don't presume I know what you mean, Mom.
He's just an idiot. Don't worry about him.
Listen, I hate to ask very much of you, but you see, it's not that you folks drank very much last night. I mean, honestly, it's just all what you did drink, you kind of emptied my keg. And I'm not a bartender like like the man next door. So I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind. Would you folks please pick me up a keg next door today? And if you can do that and bring it back, you can have your fill tonight on the house. I really need to restock, and I kind of can't get out too well with Becky the way she is.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
So thank you, of course. You wonderful folks. So what's your planning today?
Besides, she just kind of looks around and be like, I don't know if we figured that out yet.
We'll go visit some friends.
Can you tell us about the head of the church?
Oh, Father Balin. Sorry, Father Shreed. Oh yes, he's a rather pious man. He leads the town as well as the church. Very respectable. Not at all cruel like the last mayor or corrupt like the last priest. He's been in charge here for some 20 years, and it's been nothing but good times.
In what ways were the last mayor and the last priest corrupt?
Oh well, it's of course the last mayor. He would do anything he could to cozy up to Magnamar, and he just any benefits or boons that came his way, he would pocket them. That's why the mayor's house became so big. And then when Shreed took over, the mayor's house became the new church. So that was nice. And of course the last father, he was just a drunkard. He didn't take very good care of the church, and that's why the old church house was so ragged. We tore it down. And, it was right up there by the cemetery, and now it's down here on the edge of on the other corner of town. Move you guys back to the town map.
So Rin wants to take a look at the cemetery first, because if we find something weird there, she can ask the priest about it.
Okay.
If you guys agree with that idea.
Okay. You're like, all right, now y'all have fun sightseeing up there in the cemetery. The kids, they tell their silly stories, but I don't think there's anything up there to be afraid of.
If there's anything up there, it'll be afraid of us. Even the children.
All right.
Especially the children.
Don't have a map for the graveyard, but I can do theater of mind.
That means we won't get attacked there, so we're good.
True. As you step back out of the inn, you are immediately just hit with sheets of rain. You go from warm and toasty inside to stepping out, and you're almost immediately drenched to the bone.
Can I press to digitate some sort of umbrella type situation?
That's not how prestidigitation works.
Damn it. It says simple magic. Like, like cast like a shield above me just for rain.
You can, but then every 6 seconds when you have to recast it above you, rain gets in anyways.
Can I reach into my bag of stuff and grab out my old horrifying demon helmet and put that on because it's raining out so bad?
Maybe the hunter has some nice brain-tanned leather. That's water resistant.
It's like
I think I'm fine with this. Just all covered in his armor, all puffed out.
So soft. Who would love some brain-tanned leather?
I like to think the rain is hitting Musashi and steaming off of him all the time.
Yep.
You can buy some nice turtle skin cloaks at the general goods.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
How much are those?
It doesn't smell, does it?
No. The leather is quite nice. It's rather warm. It probably won't run you too much. She's desperate for the business.
She's desperate
Let's
for
make
business.
a stop there on our way up.
Let's. Jeremy, we want to go there.
Okay.
Isn't that 5?
Yeah, that is number 5. You step out from number 1 and walk straight past the bar to number 5. You come inside and you see an elderly woman. Let's say she's in her 60s. She is busily working on a loom, spinning yarn, and you see a pile of unworked cloth and unspun wool beside her.
I want to press to digitate all of our clothes dry again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You walk in and press to digitate yourself dry, and she says, "Well, isn't that a nice trick?"
Yes, I.
Hello, dearie. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. It's so nice to see you, Saoirse. Tell me, how are the offspring?
Oh, they're all right. They're scampering around doing their nonsense.
They're
We
wonderful.
come to see, do you have some of your nice turtle skin cloaks in here?
Oh, I do, actually. I just got done making a batch last week. We were expecting some cloaks to, some black cloaks to come down and maybe want something waterproof with all this rain. But, they've not been down, so I have a surplus now. And she goes to the back and pulls out a rack full of them.
Ren's gonna try some on.
You find a nice burgundy, cloak in your size.
Ooh, could I find one that matches my armor color? If I remember right, it's a blood red.
She's like, "Oh yes, I've got a nice color to match that one. See, this one was it actually came from a few frogs. So we had to, for specialty colors, we have to take their patches and kind of sew them together."
So, how much are you asking for these cloaks?
I can outfit the 4 of you for I'll say 2 gold apiece. I don't want to gouge. I just, I'm sorry, I've not had a lot of business.
Done. He throws you 10 gold instead.
Gee. Oh, wonderful. Look, if y'all need anything else, please just stop right on by. I might even be able to get some stuff in from Magnamar if you're willing to be patient.
Well, I don't know if we'll be around that long, but
What do you have in the way of potions?
I'm sorry, nothing. I don't sell potions. I only sell the cloth.
You know someone who does.
Yes. If you go down to, where is it?
Should have been 4.
Oh wait, she is the general store. Shit,
Yeah,
I
she
thought.
is.
My bad. I thought she was. Hold on.
What kind of con are you trying to pull?
All right, I'm
She's
gonna ask the one question. Since I already have a cloak of resistance, can I still wear the poncho?
Sure. Sure. Why not?
It's for theatrics.
It's just for
Yeah.
fun.
We'll just wipe that thing. She just said yes, I've got some potions. I've got rations over here, and I've got anything you might need. A little bit of everything, I might say.
What about water breathing ones? In case we want to go for a dip. Maybe it's warmer in the lake.
Water
Or if
breathing.
the dam breaks.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I don't have a wand. I can muster up a couple of potions. I've got. She goes to the back. She says, I've got. It looks like I've got 4 water breathing potions left in. That's just enough for what you've got. The men you've got with you.
How long did they last?
I don't know. We'll say. I think they're like an hour per level, so we'll say like 3 hours.
Wow. How much are they?
Let me find it. Water breathing.
You're really putting you on the spot right away.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is normal.
It is a level 3, 2 hours per level. A level 3 potion, those are expensive. But I want to say she will do them for you for 100 each.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take one.
I'll take one also.
I'll take one because I can't swim at all. So yeah, I'm gonna drown otherwise.
Well, I mean, this will help you keep from drowning, but I'm sorry, it won't make you swim any better.
Oh, I know. I'll just walk on the bottom of the lake, but at least I won't die.
Well, that
again.
works. That does work.
Again.
Get one too.
All right, and Kelly is also going to get one. All right.
I foresee the thing we're gonna battle. I'm gonna be underwater trying to slash with something and not drown.
Yeah, I bought one just in case we end up in the water at some point. Not so I could go chase the thing down.
Yep. Underwater breathing potion. Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so now we have.
You guys have started looking to get my underwater map ready or shit.
Does she?
Hey, you got the program now.
I do.
Does she has potions of like I don't know, cure moderate?
Yeah. Yeah, those are normal price.
I don't know what that costs.
Okay. I've got 1 cure moderate, 1 cure light, and a cure disease. That's all I have for potions. Oh, minus the underwater one.
Potion of cure moderate. I think there's 750. Wait,
That's expensive as hell.
Yeah. No, that's 75.
Are they 75?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll take 3.
Cure moderate,
if she has 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having to. How much is the potion? Pathfinder, a wand of cure. I don't care about a wand. Okay, potion of cure light wounds is 50 and has 1 charge. So yeah. Oh.
Where can I find my inventory?
Cure moderate wounds is worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
It's a 2nd level potion. So
Okay.
I will take 1. Just
take
to make
1.
sure. Just in case.
All right. So yeah, those water breathing should have been 750 like I thought, but she cut y'all a great deal.
It's all because I threw her some extra gold.
Yeah. All right. So she says, yes, I have the cure moderate. These are a little more in date than the water breathing ones that I had. So 1 for you. She's like, I'll give you, I'll sell you anything you need. This is honestly more money than I've made in a month.
This is honestly more money than I've made in a month.
This is honestly more money than I've made in a month. This is honestly more money than I've made in a month. This is honestly more money than I've made in a month. This is honestly more money than I've made in a month.
Why don't I take 2, dear?
Oh, yes, of course.
That's
Yeah,
great.
here's 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she says, you know what? Here's 1 more on the house for my good friend.
Oh,
I
you're
would like to
lovely.
spend vastly more money. Do you have any interesting special items that may not be on display?
Probably.
You can get back with me on that.
How much were those each?
They were 300 each.
Okay. I'm keeping track.
All right. So what'd you say about the cure monitor wounds? How many did she have, and how much were they again?
300, and she's got as many as y'all want to buy, really.
I think I've spent my lot.
I think I'll take at least 1 because I would need at least 2 to be happy. You know what? No. I'm probably not going to find any better armor or anything than I've currently got. Make it 2. That'll be my chance to survive.
Oh yes, wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right, 11, 23.
She
All right, so 600 gold. Oops. Oh, come on. Do the math.
There we go.
Equals. So I'm down to 523 gold remaining.
Where is our gold recorded?
I'm looking for.
Oh, I didn't realize I still have a ridiculous amount of platinum
It's
left.
an additional.
Okay, I just sent
there it
you
is.
a website to go to.
Yeah, I never did tell you and Kelly about where y'all so y'all's inventory and stuff is recorded on your your hero lab and your own notes. But Devin made an inventory spreadsheet that we've been using since the beginning of the campaign. That
Okay.
you should put your stuff on there and it'll make it easier for everything.
'Cause
In
mine
Discord, I
has
sent
it
you a
under
message.
additional on Roll20, but that probably works because it's brand new.
Mhm.
I say, I don't know, man. I say use whatever works for you.
Yeah. I mean, really what matters, like I'm not gonna police you guys' inventory. I'm just kind of gonna trust you to spend your own gold correctly and manage your own items. So whatever works for you to keep track of your stuff. That's all I care about.
Yeah, after pulling up the sheet, I forgot how much platinum I got a hold of.
Yeah.
I haven't really spent it.
Yeah, let's see. Generate treasure.
Well, maybe you can make a donation to the chat.
I don't know. Last time they really creeped me out.
Jeremy, I'm looking for a wondrous item.
Okay. This is here it is.
If I remember right, I think I'm tapped out for all the magical things I can get, can I? Got my Nodachi, a Cloak of Resistance.
On magical things you can buy?
Oh, you know what I forgot about?
I think you can tap out on it. I think that you're only just allowed to buy so much when you first create a character.
Yeah, okay. No, you're right. She goes to the bag and she says, I've got one thing that I don't really put out because a lot of people might want this, And she brings out a fine looking leather back, sack, fashioned into almost a backpack. It's tied with silk string and embroidered in gold. And she says, "Now this was something that was brought to me by a free tradesman that likes to stop in town, if you know what I mean. He says this is what's called a bag of holding, level 3. I believe it's quite valuable. Now I got it off him for little or nothing for trading some things in the shop. But I believe I can let it go for as little as 5,000 gold.
That's not in the market for a bag of holding, but
What's funny is technically it looks like my gear already have a bag of holding.
yeah, so do I.
Yeah, y'all do, but
It's not
I
level 3,
generated
but I'm not gonna carry
random treasure like 5 times, and that was the best thing that I could come up with.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Does anybody not have a bag of holding?
Um,
I'm looking.
I guess what's the difference with our bag of holding versus that one?
It's level
More
3, right?
space.
Yeah, it holds more stuff.
yeah,
I barely have anything anyway, though, so I'm not really worried about
Yeah.
it.
Good point.
your bag of holdings are generally they're all level 1 bag of holdings, and they hold 250 pounds of stuff. But
So
a
you're
level
telling
3,
me I can start putting bodies in there. Got it.
yeah,
Mhm.
a level
Go
3
to the
holds 1,000
graveyard.
pounds of stuff.
You can hold at least 3 bodies, maybe 4.
I don't have any bag of holding.
You have a handy haversack,
I have a handy haversack. I do.
which is if you have a handy haversack that's just like
Bag of holding.
a half of a bag of holding, you can hold a little less stuff in there, but you can also
Still think I have space.
retrieve things from a handy haversack as a standard action without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I have a backpack.
Um,
Well, if everybody's done here, let's move along to the next thing.
it was fine to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Please feel free to stop in again.
We will.
Will do.
Bye now.
Boy, it was lovely to see you, Sorsha.
Lovely. Always.
Onto the grave. We're gonna put our little turtle things on and go to the graveyard.
Yeah. All right. As you walk to the graveyard with your new turtle skin rainproof ponchos, you feel much more dry. It's it doesn't fully protect you against this downpour that is the weather today. But you feel much more dry, much more like you can get through the day without having to go inside every 3 minutes. You tromp through the mud. Give me reflex save as you go up this this steep hill.
Okay.
Reflex 14. Yeah, Ren slips a little bit and falls down to her knees, trying to go up this hill.
Where's reflex?
16.
Yeah.
19.
Garden Bunny also, has to fight. Reflex should be up maybe.
It's near the top. You've got your regular strength dex con, and then you go to the mill, you see touch, and then there's reflex underneath.
Okay.
So reflex should be underneath touch.
Thank you.
All right.
Mhm.
I have a plus 14 reflex.
Dang.
I like all mountain climbing and stuff,
Jesus Christ. I don't
Sorry.
even think Kelly needs to roll. She's going to beat it.
Let's see the roll
She's
anyways.
just gonna walk up there, so graceful.
What's her race?
She's half elf, I think.
Oh, me too.
27. Yeah, she's fine.
But yeah, she just easily just steps up there on her tiptoes.
I had a 19.
Oh, actually, I'm a full elf. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and Sorsha has to struggle a little bit, but Ren, literally ends up crawling up the hill, with her hands on the ground.
This is embarrassing. I picked the wrong path.
All right, what about my 19?
Yeah, you managed to get up there. It's a little less of a struggle for you than it is for Sorsha, but you have to bear down into the mud with your heavy armor, and you rely on that to keep you steady.
Just thumping along.
Sorsha keeps getting mud in her mouth every time because she's crawling. Damn it!
I'm not crawling.
Brandon's like, if any of you
I'm
laugh
sorry,
about
not
this,
Sorsha,
I will shock
Brand.
and grasp every single one of them.
I ain't laughing. I am almost getting stuck. I'm too fat for this.
All right.
Kerchunk.
You get to the graveyard. You see several gravestones soaking wet and glistening in the rain. A couple of large monuments. One near the center of the graveyard of an angel with her arms lifted to the heaven, and this one that's a little bit closer of some strange some strange half boar, half lion creature standing regally looking towards the entrance.
What's it say on the? Is it a tombstone?
It is a monument.
Just a monument.
Okay.
Choose someone or just
the hell is that?
It says Liberatus de Timorius.
All I have is knowledge local. I'm not local from here.
I've got no clue.
14.
Yeah. The liberty for the future.
Mm-mm.
Is what it translates to in Varisian.
I'd like to cast detect magic.
You detect no magic.
I mean, like anywhere around me within 60 feet. Like if I'm moving around the graveyard here.
Mm-mm. Nothing.
Okay, what's this angel statue reaching up to the sky or whatever?
This seems to be another monument in the middle of the graveyard. No inscription here. Just beautiful statue.
Okay, I want to read like the gravestones and see if I notice anything that I recognize or anything out of the ordinary.
No, it seems to be, just a bunch of names. Majority of them seem to be related. There's only seems to be maybe a dozen different surnames in this graveyard at the most. All the dates seem to be of normal range. Every now and then you find some that seem like they might be a little bit too short for your liking, and some that seem pleasantly long.
I feel like this is just a graveyard.
This will be the first time a graveyard has actually just been a graveyard for us.
Ren is like, wait a minute, what was that? It was nothing. It was nothing.
Not even
See a crow take off from a tombstone and then land on the ground 15 feet away and eat some worms.
If Raish was here, he'd be looking for valuables. I guess we can move on to the church then.
Yeah. Let's go on down to the church. And I'm going to take another shot before you guys talk to Father Drunko. He's not really a drunk, but
he's a drunken sailor.
His name was Screed.
Oh, it's got to stay warm.
Is it Screed or did I make that up?
Oh, there's my alarm. Stop it.
I think Jeremy passed out with his shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard a thump a second ago. He okay?
It's the freezer is a roller, like it's a lower drawer.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Sorry, that one almost overflowed. I had to catch it in my mouth. What's up?
Yes.
Oh, we're playing Pathfinder.
Good catch.
No, they were discussing the fact it sounded like you fell down when you closed the freezer drawer.
Oh, no. Just close the freezer. All right. Okay. You make your way back through the rain, down the hill. It's a little bit easier getting down. You can kind of, set your weight and slide down a little bit. I can see Musashi in his massive armor just sitting down and slipping down the hill like a giant slide.
Ren is on his shoulders.
Damn you.
She's a very light elf. It'll be okay.
You get to the bottom and you see a child standing right here in
Jesus
this yard.
Christ.
And he's like, that looked like fun. I wish I had something I could slide down the hill on.
Aren't there turtle shells around here?
Yeah, but there's not big men in armor.
Don't tell me I gotta drag one of those up the hill for you. Keep in mind, I'm still wearing my demon mask, staring at this kid.
Well, I mean, he's Irish. I don't face him.
Good point.
He looks at you. He says, please, mister, Just one time down the hill.
I'm
think
gonna
you have
look
to do
at
it.
I'll look at everyone and be like, Ray, if you get on my shoulders, I'll drag it up there for him. Ren.
Sorcha's giving you a big smile.
So, he happily like runs along beside you, like skipping. So, Mister Armor Man, how'd you get so big?
I'm a fat dwarf. I was like this.
Oh, you're awful tall for a dwarf. You're like almost twice my height.
And it comes with the territory. And he's just clunk, clunk, clunk up there dragging this thing.
Yeah.
You're lucky, kid.
You get to the top, and he hops on and slides down with glee, just squealing all the way down. And you get back to the bottom of the hill, and you noticed another small crowd of children has gathered. Maybe 3 or 4 this time.
Just gonna go roar at him.
And they all scream and giggle and run about 10 feet away and look at you.
I'm just gonna grab the turtle shell and hoist it over my head like an umbrella, and then start walking towards the rest of my group.
You done playing with the children?
They get one time. That's what I told them.
As y'all continue on towards the church, you hear the children start laughing and playing again, throwing mud at each other. Excuse me. What is building number 4? I can't remember building number 4. It's Iron Tooth's Metal Goods. Yeah, you pass by the 4th building. You hear some ringing and cursing coming from inside the building as the blacksmith continues to work on his goods. And on down to building number 6, which is the Church of Erastil. As you approach the building, you see, against the dark gray sky and pelting rain, a tall bell tower that reaches up, 4 or 5 stories above the building itself. This is a large stone building, whereas most everything else in the town is made of wood with, wood and or thatch roofs. This one is stone with tile roof and well-made stained glass windows. Beautiful.
Nice place. How does it compare to the rest of the town? Like, it looks beautiful and freshly restored. How does everything else look?
The rest of the town looks a little run down. It looks like maybe things had been getting better. You can see as you've been walking through the towns, you see some buildings have one wall that's been completely rebuilt within the last few years, or maybe a brand new roof. Or the town shows signs that people have been repairing and rebuilding, and it's strengthening, getting better. But still, the church itself stands out far and above all the rest in its beauty and opulence and well-built structure.
Well, I guess that makes sense if it's their house of worship.
Yeah. And again, the mayor with his corrupt, stealing of town wealth, it would make sense.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago.
True.
Okay. What do we knock on the door? Walk inside? What do we do?
You can just walk straight inside if you like. And then you find the door unlocked.
Or walk inside and cast prestidigitation on everybody. Actually, I don't know if I can do that multiple times per day.
Yeah, I think prestidigitation is a 0 level.
It's a 0 level spell, but I get 5 of those per day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's what it says.
I'm going to go ahead and say, like everybody else who has 0 level spells, you can cast them infinitely. It's GM rule. But as you walk in, and You see, this is a fairly well lit church. You've entered in, I guess, through the front door, the one facing the path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've entered.
I want to go into the cellar door.
Okay, you enter in through the cellar. There's no one there. You find several turnips.
I'd like to go back outside around to the front door.
Okay. Back around to the front door where you walk into the main cathedral. There are roughly 25 rows of bench seating leading all the way up to a large stone altar, where you see a man dressed in gray robes, lighting candles in front of an altar with a golden bow affixed to the front of it.
Musashi's going to sit in one of the back pews and he's going to tell everyone, I'm going to stay back here. I feel like I'm going to catch fire just by walking in this place. He's going to look around cautiously.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Not a in-character question. Okay, my religious symbol was an arrow. Is my religion connected to this church?
Are you Erastil?
I don't remember.
You probably are, but yes, this is the Church of Erastil. I can pull your character up on Hero Lab real quick. I hope nobody's in a hurry because I'm fine with a long game tonight. I don't know about you guys.
I got nothing going on.
No,
Yeah.
my deity isn't Erastil. It's Ray.
Sarenrae?
Maybe
Yeah.
they're friends.
They probably are. Scrolly. What? I don't have your character. Oh, there it is. Okay, Sorsha.
I don't know. Deity.
This is the nice thing about having two screens. I can get twice as much stuff done. So, off topic. At work recently, I guess not recently, on work on Wednesday, we had our computers upgraded. And they came in and they were like, all right, so we could just haul your old monitors off for you and go put them in storage, or do you guys want to use them? And I was like, I definitely want to, I definitely would rather have two monitors. And I was the only person in the lab that felt this way. But they left everything behind. Like, they left all the monitors behind, and I had my two monitors set up. And then Thursday, I'm sitting there and I'm working on my two monitors, and the lab manager comes in and he walks over to my area and he looks at me for like 30 seconds. And he's like, so did they need like a special adapter to do that or anything? And I was like, no, man, like they hooked it up and it worked. It's like I didn't need an adapter or anything. It just plugs right in. And he was like, do you think they could do that to mine? And I was like, I could do it for yours in about 5 minutes if that's what you want. And he was like, yeah. And so I went and I hooked it up for him. And I got done. He was like, man, this looks so fancy. Like we look like a $high lab.
Oh my God, you're from Alabama. It's ridiculous.
No, this dude is Indian. Like he's from India. Like he wants me to go to his Diwali celebration with him on Saturday. But like, okay.
Anyways.
So anyways, yes. Realm, enemies, allies. Surprisingly, so you are a worshiper of Sarenrae, and Sarenrae is not necessarily an ally with Erastil, but she's not an enemy. She's neutral towards Erastil. Okay, even though she is, holy symbol is.
I just figured there was some connection with the arrow and the bow.
Okay. So the holy symbol is an ankh with an angel, an ankh-shaped angel with upraised wings. Maybe I sent you the wrong information on her holy symbol before, and if I did, I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of one of your spells. You shoot an arrow from your holy symbol.
Oh, okay. I presumed it was an arrow on my things, but if it's that, then okay.
No, it's an Ankh-shaped angel with upraised wings.
Okay.
So Ren is like,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't know how this works. Is there a bell I need to ring or something?
He turns to you and he says, "Oh, welcome guests. No bell. If you want to pray, you can approach the altar. If you would like confession, I can see you in the boxes over to the left." And he points, and he says, and of course, if you would like to light some candles, I can just step aside and let you do your business. I apologize if I'm in your way. How can I help you?
He seems nice. How can he help us? We
He said, would you like to start with some warm bread? I have a loaf bacon in the back.
is this like the body of some deity or is this regular bread?
And no, it's just some whole wheat bread. I grow the wheat myself. I'm rather proud of it. It's my own recipe.
You hear
Well,
bellowing from the back. I'll try some.
Of course, sir. Would you care for some cheese too? It's not my own homemade. It's bought from the shop, but I can bring it as well.
I haven't had cheese in a long time. I like this guy. Start trudging up.
This is not a Costco, Musashi.
What's at Costco? Take my mask off and kind of like, thanks, sir.
Yes, of course, of course. He hands you a tray with like I assume by this point as y'all were talking he's been walking back towards the kitchen of the church.
Tell me
And,
he's got a charcuterie board.
Yeah. And he comes out with the tray and he says, here, look, it's just help yourself if you folks would like to sit down, I have a table right back here in the back.
Let's do that.
Yes ma'am, of course. And he leads you through into his warm kitchen. You can smell the freshly baked bread that he just got done making and has handed you.
Does Sorsha know this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. He says, "It's nice to see you again, ma'am.
Nice
Are you staying
to
in
see
town for long this time?"
I'm not sure how long. We're actually trying to find out where are all the people. There's just people moving in and out all the time, and there's nobody here now.
Oh yes. Well, the rains have driven the locals inside, and the the dangers, honestly. And in the Black Cloaks, they've not been down in some 5-6 weeks, maybe more. I don't know, maybe less. The time kind of runs together. It's just been quiet around here lately. The rains came earlier than usual, and I think it just affected everybody's mood.
Do you know? You seem like a man in the know. Do you know of any happenings around the town that might be out of place or unusual?
The only thing that's been unusual has been the sinking of that gambling ship, the sinful place.
Yes, we did hear about the sinking.
Yes, a terrible tragedy it was. We lost some 13, maybe 14 of our own town members from there. Several visitors and the owner of the establishment, some lady, Lady L, she was. Her and I never saw eye to eye, but I still wouldn't wish her dead.
Lady L. What is who is she?
Some rather comely young lass who ran the establishment. Strong-willed, long red hair and beautiful green eyes. If I was a lesser man myself, I may have fallen victim to her charms, but Yeah, she seemed strong-headed enough, although not a little off.
Mobs, how?
I I've always been good at reading people, sensing their motives and such. And she just seemed as if she was presenting as something that she wasn't. I didn't quite understand, but it's the way I understood it. This She was lying about something about who she was. Just never did
What
figure
was
it
the
out.
name she gave you?
She just went by Lady L. That's the name she gave everybody. From the first day she came to town, penniless and what?
Was she a follower of Aristotle here?
No, she had her own practice. She wouldn't talk to me much about it, but she chose to worship in her own way, on her pleasure barge.
Pleasure barge?
Well, that was the name of the ship, was Pleasure.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a gambling barge named
She had a
Pleasure.
different ship. I was about to go for that.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is amazingly good bread, by the way.
Thank you. Of course. I agree with myself. I was afraid I was going to lose the crop with the rain season coming in so soon, but I harvested and dried and ground what I could, and I'm quite satisfied with it myself.
Do you have any idea what's going on with the black cloaks and why they have not coming
Well,
around? Any theories?
Sorry, what was that?
Any theories?
Any theories? Well, I don't want to speak out of turn or anything. Would you mind telling me who you are? Where you come from, maybe? Why you're asking these questions?
Yeah, I mean, Rin looks at everybody else like, what do you want to do here?
I just give her a nod like it's okay.
You were sent here by the mayor specifically to investigate this.
Yeah, so I'll trust Sorcia's judgment on this guy and tell him that. Like, we were sent by the mayor of Magnamar to investigate the missing black cloaks.
Oh, I see they've finally gotten around to doing some work. Magnamar doesn't want much to do with us. I guess the silence finally got to him.
Magnamar is largely a cesspool, so you're not missing out on anything.
Yes. Well, it's we get some benefits. They send some, annual budgets for our guards and upkeep and such, and it's important for the farmers to get what we can. We mostly manage ourselves, though.
So how do you feel about the mayor of Magnamar after all?
Oh, he's a sinful old man. I don't trust him, but as long as he leaves as long as he deals with Magnamar and lets me deal with Turtleback, we're fine.
I got the same vibe from him.
But to your point, and I'm sorry for questioning you. It's just concerned. People coming into town when our protectors are missing and all. I'm a little worried, if you don't mind me saying. The Black Cloaks have never gone missing for this long. There's been times when they've gone maybe 2-3 weeks without making a supply run, but that's because they've gotten plenty. And it's just not the case now. It's been some 5, maybe 6 weeks. They should have run out of food long ago. And what would it be in the rainy season at all? They would have needed extra supplies. I'm afraid that something bad has happened up there.
We've heard you've sent a party out to explore, to investigate.
Yes. Some of our strongest men, and they've not returned either. They've been gone some 5 days. It's less than a 12-hour hike to Fort Rannoch, and and they've been gone nearly a week.
Sorsha's gonna look at him very concerned. Not one's come back at all?
None. None at all. We've had increased activity from the cougars and the small goblins and various things that have always lived on the edge of the creek wood. And they've been coming into town more often and raiding our trash cans and even starting small conflicts with locals. I just think that maybe the reinforcement party, that's not the word I was looking for, the search party, ran into some trouble that way. I'm reluctant to send more. We've only got another 421 souls left in this town. Presuming Becky's not given birth yet. I don't think she has.
This morning.
I feel like cougars and goblins are going to be the least of your worries. And she's going to look back at the rest of you guys and be like, I think the situation requires us to move on quickly, perhaps at first light. It may be more dire than we thought.
Yeah, we better move. There won't be much of this place left.
She looks back at the priest guy. It's like, you don't need to send anyone else. If your men are still alive, we will find them.
I really appreciate it. I've been worried sick. Ever since the sinking of the paradise. Every soul is even more precious. And with these men going missing, it's just heartbreaking. Their families are incensed. They don't know what to do.
Really is a terrible situation.
Yes, of course it is. And I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
We'll see what we can find out.
That would be wonderful. I appreciate your assistance. Yeah, I mean you've always been a welcome, kind soul in this town. But I appreciate you seem to have brought some rather able-bodied people with you today.
Yeah, we found each other back in my own town. It's raining there too. All this is dreadful.
That does remind me. You mentioned about the ship. Do you have any idea of what brought it down or anything about the ship? Because everyone just keeps going, eh.
It was a fire. It's the night that it sank. There was a massive fire on the barge. I stood here on the banks myself. I mean, I've got an excellent view of the lake from the bell tower. But I stood here myself and watched it burn down to the bottom of the lake. It's right out there, not 250 yards from the docks.
So what would cause a fire like that? Someone steal all the valuables and burn the thing down, or did something else take it out?
Well, there were a few lifeboats that seemed to escape, but I mean, unless they skipped town, nobody had any extreme valuables with them. I think it may have just been like an oil lamp was dropped on board or something. It seemed to start from inside the cabin, from low decks, because of course people started jumping overboard, and making lots of noise and ringing bells, and that's what drew my attention. And then I saw the flames start to climb, and it was terrifying.
I have a question. Did anyone who jumped overboard make it back to land?
Yes, some did. Yes.
Would we be able to talk to them?
You may be able to find them. I'm sorry, I can't give you any names.
If that's not a thing that we can do in the book, then don't. Please tell everyone. I'm just curious if that's a need.
You may be able to find somebody at the pub, or maybe at the inn. It's some gathering place.
What do you know about the Black Maga?
No, the Black Maga. Mostly I hear she's a legend. I hear, of course, it seems to be conflicting, you know. One folk says that she's drawn to the storm, that she'll follow the storm wherever there's anomalous weather. And another says that she brings the storm with her. And of course, maybe both can be true, but it's unusual. I mostly think just this Black Maga. She may just be some some myth that's invented to explain uh, you know anomalous weather near bodies of water, or some some dragon like creature. I don't know. I don't believe in her personally.
I want to sense motive on that. I have a +0, so 18.
18. He does not seem to believe in the Black Maga.
Okay.
He thinks he's telling you exactly what he's heard. That she follows storms, and that she also seems to bring a storm with her.
Right.
But
yeah, that's what we gathered so far.
Yeah, he thinks she might just be like our equivalent of Nessie.
Right.
Like,
so I want to ask him one more thing. Is the church open 24 hours a day? Would I have access to the bell tower? I'd like to camp there tonight. You said it has a great view of the lake.
It does.
If we plan on setting out at first light to move on to Fort Rennick, I'd like to camp in the bell tower tonight. Right. Alone. The rest of you can go back to the hotel.
You're crazy. I'm going to my bed.
That's a little unusual. But you won't mind me disturbing you. I have to ring the bell at midnight. But other than that, I won't be bothering you if you sleep up there.
Not a problem. I'll be awake.
Of course. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Most of the church is open 24 hours. I allow patrons and citizens to come in anytime they want to. The only thing I ask is that the bottom level basement, that's where I sleep, and I prefer not to be bothered after I do my midnight ringing. I like to sleep until about 6 or 7 a.m.
It's midnight ringing. Yeah, no, you'll barely hear a peep out of me.
Of course, thank you. Is there any more that y'all would like to know? There may be more to do in the town, or some surrounding areas you might want to visit. There's a really good restaurant down in Pindaka where a man makes the best turtle soup I've ever had.
Perhaps we'll visit the restaurant.
Oh yes,
if you guys are interested.
Yeah, it's called the Wall-Eyed Wife. His name is Olam Creature. He makes the best turtle soup, and his cranberry turtle egg pies are to die. They're just simply sinful.
Well, don't threaten me with a good time.
There, Father.
Yeah, so Rim will suggest to you guys, like, we can get dinner, we can go to the bar, we can talk to people, and then you know what I'm doing tonight.
And mind you, we need that keg.
That's Musashi's job. He volunteered.
Yep. I gotta go get one.
All right. Do you guys want to do that?
Sure. I'm gonna drop 2 gold in like the offering chest that they would have.
He looks. He says, "Oh, now, Mum, this is too much. The 2 gold. That's a month's of offering from a whole town."
No.
Oh my god, I miss Raish so much, you guys.
Hard times. Come.
Raish would have been yelling at us not to give him a single coin.
Raish would have been trying to steal the freaking offer plate.
Oh.
Yeah. He kneels down and like takes you by the hand and squeezes it. He says, it's a treasure. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. This is more gold than we'll see in the offering in a month. You're wonderful to help the church.
She gave him what, 2 gold?
Yeah.
Brenda's gonna drop 61 silver pieces in there. Just like she reaches in her pocket and has all those silver pieces that she didn't want, like loose change, and throws them in there.
Oh, listen. Oh, this is too much. I appreciate it. The Lord appreciates it.
Just use it to better the town. That's all.
I will. Thank you.
So Musashi's gonna be like, all right, if you guys are donating, I'll donate too. He'll grab into his pocket, just grab out a coin. He'll flick the coin at him, be like, here, have something. But he won't realize until after the priest gets it that he tossed him a platinum.
He faints. He catches it. He falls out in one of the pews.
Hopefully that buys us some goodwill.
All right.
Anyways.
So this is one thing I don't know if I mentioned it to you before, but I might mention it another 3 or 4 times throughout the entire campaign. There's a hidden stat in this game that I'm not supposed to tell you about, but it's sins versus virtues, and I'm gonna give everybody a virtue point for tonight.
Nice.
So. Yeah.
So does that mean I'm still like super negative, but I won't burn in the 1 step of hell anymore? I'm up 1 step.
You
will get your own little cloud burst for 1 minute.
I'll get a cloud burst.
You would be surprised at your score. Actually, I'm not going to tell you, but you would be surprised.
He's going for the Darth Vader redemption right at the end.
So,
well, it was nice to meet you, Priesty Man. Forget your name.
Of course. Shreed, Father
Shreed.
Malin Shreed. You can just call me May.
May I?
Yes, you may.
May.
I see.
All right. So we're gonna go to the restaurant, right? We'll get some dinner. Is it dinner time?
It is. It is.
Sure. Why not?
Imagine you. It's probably been several hours of y'all trudging around town by now. You're 4 or 5 p.m. Yeah, getting on dinner.
Yeah, we're late to rise kind of people. So let's go to the restaurant. See what's up.
All right.
But that's not here. He talked about that guy being in the other town.
Did he?
Yeah, that guy is in Pindaka.
Oh, we're not going to Pindaka.
If you're heading
Not
to
tonight.
Pindaka, it's about I'd say it's about an hour, maybe.
Okay, I was confused.
hour.
No, we're just gonna go to the bar then.
Okay. All right. I'll say it's a good walk. You gotta go all the way around the town. I mean, all the way around the lake, and then south of the.
No, we need to go
Maybe
north.
on the
North
way
is our
home,
destination,
we
so
can
we're not
make
gonna
a
go south.
pit
There.
stop.
Yeah. All right. You get into the bar. As you walk back again through town, pouring rain. Your nice turtle skin cloaks are keeping you mostly dry, but you can feel every time you step into the mud and you step back up, it feels almost like it's going to suck off your boot the way you have to trudge through the whole town. And you get over to the Bottoms Up, which is the name of this bar. You walk inside and it's warmer than anywhere else you've been, but mostly because on top of the roaring fire in the fireplace, there seems to be about 25 people milling about inside, everybody drinking, everybody trying to get warm and be merry, for dinner time here in town.
Now, was this place that I was supposed to be able to get a keg at?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna go right up to the barkeep. I'm like, hey, where can I get a keg?
Did you need keg? Keg is in back of the bar. One moment. And this large, blonde, human, again, as every bar, walks to the back and comes out with a huge full barrel, on one shoulder. You want keg? It's 100 gold. You give gold, you get keg.
Sure. Let's see. What's that in platinum?
It's like 1 platinum, but if you're picking this up for the inn next door,
Yeah. So I'll mention that it's like it's for next door if you want to deliver it.
Are you friends with Orlandon?
Yeah, he asked us to come pick up some keg for him since he can't leave with the missus.
Ah, yes, she have baby yet? She's big round, and he smiles and bulges his eyes out.
She's gonna pop.
Oh yes. Sven love babies. Babies make Sven very happy.
I'm glad you're happy.
And so he goes to transfer the barrel over to you, and he hoists it off his shoulder with one arm. Make a strength check.
Let's see. An 8. Crap. Of course, bad roll.
He flops it onto your shoulder, and
God, I rolled a 4.
immediately collapse to your knees.
All right, I'm just gonna go. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hang on a second. It's not my good shoulder. Do another
Claps you on the
strength
back.
check.
Dwarf
Oh,
man.
Got an 8 again.
You have arthritis, dear.
What is wrong with me? I haven't even been drinking yet.
You should drink more milk.
Yeah.
He's gonna set it down.
Dwarf man, you so funny. Make like you can't carry.
I set it down and just kind of readjust myself, brush myself off, embarrassed. I'm like, what the hell? Click 20. So I brush myself off, grab it with one hand, and go, man, why'd you make the barrel so slippery?
I am sorry. I hand to you weird. Here, look. And he hands you a mug for your second hand. He says, look, a free drink on house. You enjoy.
Of course. But I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go trudge out next door and go deliver it.
And Seston Orlandon is, excited. Oh, yes. Please. Wait, I lost his accent again. Put that right over there. Please. I would like it. If you wouldn't mind, I would like you to put it in the kitchen, where I can just pour straight from the tap as soon as I get my food.
Just point me where you want it. Trudge over right there.
And when you set it down, he fills you up another mug and puts it in your hand and says, "Here you go. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you dragging this in for me."
No problem. Big guy says he's happy about the baby, so good luck.
Oh, yes. Tell him it'll be any day now, and we cannot wait for him to babysit. It'll be the greatest day ever.
You're sure he's not going to squish it?
No, Sven, he's harmless. He's like a big puppy.
That's one big puppy. I'm going, all right, well, start trudging back over. We'll be back later.
So, is the guy's name Sven, the bartender?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she says, Sven,
yes?
I'm going to need a bottle of rum. You can leave the bottle?
Yes, bottle of rum. It is, he sets it down. He's only, he's only 50 copper.
50 copper, no problem. Also, I want some of those fried pickles.
Fried pickles, yes.
And some cheese sticks for my friends.
Cheese sticks, yes, sir. These take a few minutes. You won't mind waiting?
No.
Yes.
Fine. We'll be at that table over there.
Yes. And he hurries off in the back, and you hear, like you see a flash of flame come out of the kitchen. He goes, "Ay, God, damn it!"
Nice.
Sorry, pickles. One moment.
And Ren grabs the bottle and leaves the glass. It gets the table with everybody else.
So,
I wanna
here
listen-
I come in with chugging the other beer.
with rainwater in it.
I gotta finish before the water dilutes it.
I wanna kind of just listen to like kind of eavesdropping around the bar, see what people are talking about, see if we can gather any sort of gossip or intel.
All right, give me a perception check.
Below. Okay, where's my thing? I know it won't. Oh yeah, it will. Natural 1.
That one.
I'm drinking heavily, so that makes sense.
All right, so Ren hears one of the patrons. She sits down and, I guess pours out a cup or turns up the bottle or whatever she does, however she drinks. How does Ren prefer to drink?
Tonight she's turning up that bottle because she knows we got some shit to do tomorrow.
So all right, so yeah, she presses the bottle to her lips and turns it up, and as bubbles are coming out the top, she hears some guy talking about. And then she just said that oh, it's supposed to be itchy, like that's just like a normal thing after you spend the night with it. And then I was like, no, it's not supposed to be itchy. It's not supposed to itch like this. And she said, yeah, and I just haven't wanted to date her since then. But I haven't been able to go on a date with anyone else because I can't stop scratching it.
Brenda's like, under her breath, she's like, I think I know the secret of the Black Maga.
Musashi is just gonna look at them and then slightly mutter, "Don't ever touch me."
So and Sorsha, as she,
I'm just loving this. Like I love listening to people and their nonsense.
Is she drinking?
She's having a little bit.
All right. So yeah, as she she takes a sip, and she hears someone talking about, I was walking down that hill and it's just some kids came flying by in some turtle shell and wiped my legs right out from under me. It was ridiculous. I fell face first into the mud, and it's a wonder that it didn't break my neck.
Musashi's just gonna turn away.
Zephora, though, Zephora hears somebody, and also, if everybody could after this, make another perception check, everybody. But she hears someone in the corner, saying, "Yeah, I heard this yelping. It seemed like some hurt animal. He just up north near, just over the bridge across Skull River. I tried to track him down, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Whatever it was definitely injured." Okay.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
I rolled a 23.
All right. Zephora and Musashi both notice just barely on the edge of some patrons' clothing, a flash of a tattoo. There's just a handful. Maybe it's on their arm, maybe it's on the small of their back, maybe it's on their neck. But every now and then when someone moves, you can just see the edge of a circle with like a point up, in the middle. Just no matter where it is on their body, you see pretty much the same thing. And there seems to be a little bit of a scribbling in that corner, but you can't quite make it out. You can't make out what the language is or what the symbol means. But just every now and then, as someone moves, you catch this glimpse of a tattoo.
And we know what the tattoo is.
You can't put it together with what you're seeing. But you definitely see there is there is some tattoo, and it's on multiple patrons. They seem to show the same, again, whether it's their neck or the small of their back or their arm or whatever. It's the same kind of configuration. Looks like a partial circle with what looks like a triangle coming up into it. You can't see the bottom of the triangle, but you just see,
Would it resemble an arrow? Could it be connected with the church symbol?
Could be.
So maybe one of you should buy him a drink and ask him.
Yeah. All you see is about 10% of a circle with two small lines that, if you continued them on, they would represent a triangle, but you can't see the bottom of the triangle.
So I'm assuming Musashi would think it's very suspicious.
Yeah.
Zephyr would be like, "What guys? What's that? They've got tattooed to them."
It definitely stands out because there's multiple of them that seem to have the same tattoo.
I'm gonna lean over to Ray and be like,
I tried
"Hey,
really hard, it didn't work.
I'm gonna lean over to Ren and just be like, hey, weren't some of the people we're trying to find have some kind of tattoos or marks or something?"
She's like, I don't know, man. A large amount of the rum is gone from the bottle.
Well, my not so charismatic Musashi here is gonna roll up to. Let's see. You said how many people had the tattoo?
I'd say out of 20 people in the bar, you see probably 14.
Okay. I'm gonna look for the one that looks to be the most smashed and like out of place, like the most drunkard of them.
Okay. You
And then I'm gonna go grab another beer from the bar and then head over towards them.
Absolutely. You find a half orc over in the corner of the bar. He's sitting at a stool at the bar, but he's like leaning up against the wall on the far end. And he's got a half drink in his hand. And as he's laying there, you can see right at the bottom of his shirt is that partial view of a tattoo.
All right. This is gonna be kind of funny in two things here. All right. So number one, I'm gonna slam the beer next to him, and then I'm gonna have a phrase,
Beer.
but I also have hatred as a general. It's a +1 attack versus orcs.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is slam the beer down, and in kind of my whatever voice, I'm gonna go, "Hi, I'm out of town, but what's that thing?" And I'm gonna point towards the his tattoo and like a surprise, like, "Oh, what's that thing?" Kind of catch him off guard.
Snorts awake and looks at you. He says, "What are you, fucking dwarf?" And then he looks at the beer. Roll diplomacy check.
Let's see, diplomacy. Aha, here we go. 23.
Ooh, that's good. He says, "Oh, fuck yeah!" And he lets go of his own half full beer, and reaches over to the one that you just put in front of him, and he says, "Thank you very much." And he turns it up and spills about a third of it on him, but you see him just chug it down to the bottom and slam the glass on the bar and belch. That was a good one, man. Thank you. And he reaches out and smacks you on your breastplate.
Hey, maybe you can help me settle a bet there, orc.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, you're a good guy, man. Yeah, dude, whatever you need, man.
How about this? The bet was I'd have to bring you another beer if I could guess what that crazy tattoo of yours is. I was saying it's some kind of deity. Am I right or wrong?
His face kind of flushes, goes from green to like a pale green. And he clumsily slaps his hand over his arm. And he says, I don't have a tattoo.
Oh, so that means that you don't get this beer and I'm wrong. Oh,
no,
that's a shame.
no, man, wait. I do want. Oh man, it's not gonna get me anything anymore. All right, I tell you what. And he like looks around to see if anybody's looking, and he says, "This was just like super secret tattoo from this really cool boat that used to be in the area. Like and like yeah, I got this tattoo and I would get like free drinks and I would get like free admission and get to go to some really cool tables. And he like looks around and he lifts up the arm of his shirt just a little bit, and you see the Sahedron rune, the 7-pointed star with the runes carved in each end. And he says, "This is it. This is it, man. I just had to pay this lady like 200 gold or something, man. And she gave me this tattoo and it got me into the club every night. And got my drinks for free, and I was better than like everybody else in there. There's like nobody had this tattoo, man. Like it was super VIPs only, It was awesome.
Oh man, you know what? That means I lost my bet. But you know what? I lost my bet so bad. I'm gonna go bring you 2 beers. I'll be right back. I'm gonna rush over, get 2 beers, and rush back over and slap them down in front of him, and be like, "Hey, since I lost my bet extra bad, and I'm feeling a bit of a loser here. Who's that lady?
Like,
The one who gave you the thing on your arm that I lost the bet to."
Lady L, man, she was so pretty, dude. She had this long green hair, no, wait. Her hair was red, man. Her eyes were green, dude. And her tongue was red, like a human's.
Oh yeah, we had that, or they had that.
Yeah,
She had 2 legs, 2 arms.
The whole package, man. The whole package. Like she
Lady
was.
L was in charge of the place and giving people tattoos to get them into the place, and those tattoos are Sahedron runes.
Yes.
Okay.
She had red hair, green eyes. That's all you've got on your. She was like this pale, kind of like milky pink skin, man, and she was beautiful, man. Like a dream almost. There was this big portrait of her in the room where she gave me the tattoo. And it was beautiful, man. Like I just stared at the portrait and like looked into her eyes the whole time, and it was like magic, man. Like she put a spell on me or something, man. But man, I wish I could have salvaged that painting, man. It's probably at the bottom of the river or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
man.
river? That'd be fun to go try and find it.
I mean, out there where the boat sank, like they say that Lady L died on the boat and everything, like, because she's not been seen since the fire. But I mean, God, that painting though, man. Like, if I could have that, like, that's worth more than my house, probably.
Well, looks like I got some fun scavenger hunting to try.
Man, like, that'd be cool. Hey, dude, like, all right, I could draw you a map, like, of where her room is in the ship, and if you go diving for it, man, just split the treasure with me. Like, just like give me like like my share, like and I'll let you know where that fucking painting is, man. Like where her bedroom is, dude. And that's probably where all the treasure is.
Consider it done.
He scribbles out a crude map that shows that her her bedroom seems to be under the aft end of the ship, about the third deck, it looks. Yeah. He's like, this is it, man. This is where she took me, and she gave me that tattoo, man. Like, and it didn't even hurt either, dude. Like, look at my muscles. And he picks up the drink and he said, look at my muscles, man. Like this shit don't even hurt.
Well, good thing it doesn't hurt much.
yeah, man. It was expensive though, man. Like, and then the boat sank like a week later, dude. Like, I didn't even get my money's worth out of it, man.
So why'd the boat sink?
That's some fire, dude. Like, I was out. I was out hunting that night. I think it was like a Tuesday, something. But yeah, I was at work, man, and then I come back and they're all like, "Oh, the boat burned down. It sank in the middle of the fucking lake, dude." And I'm like, "Man, fuck that, man. I just want to go get goddamn drunk and make some fucking bets with beautiful people, and just rake in the fucking money, man, and just be better than all these fuckers here,
But hey, at least the plus side, you're not at the bottom of the lake like all the other fuckers.
You're right on that, because I am better, and you are too, man, because you're fucking awesome. You got me 2 drinks, man. You're better than all those
clink
fuckers.
His beer.
What was that?
I was just gonna clink his beer. Rah!
Yeah, rah! You see his orc eyes start to turn around. He's like, you're fucking awesome, man. Like, I thought all dwarves fucking sucked and shit, but you're pretty cool. I like you.
You're the first orc I haven't killed. Clink again, have a drink.
It's nice to meet you, man. My name is Orak.
Orak? I'm Musashi.
Nice to meet you, Musashi, man. He shakes your hand vigorously. Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking here all night, man. It's just talk all you want.
All right.
Like leans his head up against his fist, and within about 10 seconds, he's dozed off again.
So Musashi's just gonna slowly, quietly walk away and go back over to the group, and then I'm just basically going to grab Ren by the collar and wrench her down and be like, "You need to hear this shit right now." And I'm gonna explain the details of what I just got out of the org.
Ren, make a intelligence check.
Okay.
Base intelligence check.
Did that do anything for you?
22.
That description sounds very familiar to you. A red-haired woman with milky white skin and green eyes, whose name starts with L. That sounds very familiar to you.
Is that Lucretia? Is that who I'm looking for?
Could be.
Is that okay? So we never really discussed what she looked like prior to becoming Elenian.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what she looked like? Is that what I remember she looked like?
That is what you would remember her human form as.
Harry.
Okay. So I've probably been thinking this the whole time. Like, could it be? But why?
It was really now. It was the physical description along with Lady L that just kind of clicks in your mind. Like, is it possible? Could it be?
She's gonna play that close to the vest then for now.
Okay.
She's like that. She tells Musashi like that does sound crazy. She's also intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good intelligence check. Like, I can't believe you just fucking nailed that shit.
Smashed one finally. While drunk.
So yeah, anyway, the night goes on again as it continues. Who was it that heard the talk about the person up north? I think that was Musashi and Zipporah. You hear this guy. He's talking long most of the night about, like, I wish I could have helped him. It's just he sounded like he was hurt. Some poor animal. I just couldn't find it. He was yelping and just hollering.
Wait, what did he say? Something about something's yelping and hollering?
Yeah, yes. This always I was hunting, just north of the town, up along the Skull River, just on the other side, and I heard this horrible pain sound. It sounded like something was hurt or in danger. Of course, I tried to find this as best I could, but I couldn't track him down. I hunted for maybe 3-4 hours before the rain got too hard and the sun got too low. I just couldn't find it. I hope whatever it is, it's not dying painfully or hurt. I hope maybe it's just some poor animal who doesn't like being caught out in the rain. Maybe that would be nice. I'm just worried. And you see, like, this is a human. Looks genuinely like, worried. Like he saw, or he heard something out there. Something is in danger. Non-human animal in danger. Like, and he couldn't track it down. He's recently, if you ask him, he's just recently gotten to the bar, maybe 30-45 minutes ago. Had a couple drinks. Just beating himself up about not being able to track down the sound.
Musashi just kind of lean over and be like, "What kind of big animals out here can make noises like that?"
Okay, there's wolves, of course. There's dogs. There's cougars, and there's bears. There's several of the type. I mean, sweet animals that you can domesticate if you want to. But the ogres and their vile offspring that they litter the woods with. It's just, I worry for anything four-legged that might be wandering out there. There's ogres and ogrekin. They like to torture more than they like to hunt for food.
Trying to think if this. I can't really think of any good questions pertaining to her stuff because the only big creatures I can think of is the Naga, which is in the water, or the dragon that tried to eat us a couple days ago.
Well, yeah, of course, those are large, like, or gargantuan, whatever kind of creatures. Mm-hmm. You may be looking for something, or he may be speaking of something rather, medium-sized or even small-sized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's something out there. We'll find it.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask him. Well, have you had a whole bunch of creatures like that lately?
I mean, there's been some cougars and bears coming in and taking the livestock from around the edge of town. There's been some dogs going missing, and and some hunters going missing. That's been most concerning for me. You know, I make my living on bringing in the biggest books I can find out there. You know, Miss Wanda down at the general store, she buys the buckskin from me, and Mr. Orlandon buys meat from me. So I do my best to bring in, you know, wild game whenever I can. But it's been getting scarce. The wild game's been getting scoured in towards town, where it's, you know, been getting eaten by more predators, and the predators have been coming in and eating the livestock, and something's been forcing them out of the woods. It's concerning, you know. Like I've got my own hounds that I take with me every hunting trip, and you know, with it, whatever it was that was out there, yeah, it just made me think of my own boys, my hounds. Yeah, I don't want them to be hurt by whatever was hurting this creature. It just makes me sad.
So no idea what kind of a big thing would be out there to scare everything this way. And did that start happening when the rain started happening?
Well, yeah, I guess it did start happening around about the same time. All I can think is that the ogres, you know, the ogres have been more active. You know, the rangers, they've not been in town, so obviously they must have been busy, right? And so that makes sense with ogres being maybe more active in the Kriegwood and scouting out the other predators. Yeah, I just hope that those boys up at Fort Rannoch can get all of this under control soon. This town's not built for this kind of trouble. Yeah, these wild animals, they're eating up everybody's food. Most of the town hasn't noticed it yet, you know, but well, it might be a couple of weeks before we're rationing meat. I can't tell you when was the last time I brought in, you know, some wild game.
That's a bit concerning.
Yes.
Where are you guys talking when all this is being discussed? Are you over by him, or are you at the table where we are?
I said all these tables are within 15, 20 feet of each other. This is a fairly small place. So you could overhear even if he's at another table.
Okay.
So I just hope I can bag something soon. I need the I need the coin for the missus and the children.
Oh yeah, that bad? It seems like just about everyone in town is strapped for cash.
Oh yes, this has been the issue. He holds up the drink in his hand and he says, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't be drinking here now if this weren't my dinner."
Your dinner, eh?
Yeah, it's much cheaper than trying to find meat for myself. You see, I find some food for Sandra and the boy, and they get to eat, but I just come down here and have a few pints, and stumble home and fall asleep and go hunting in the morning.
Now here's a question for you. You mentioned that thing. Can you tell me roughly which direction it was in?
Oh yeah, sure. If you follow the path just north out of town, a little way, about maybe 15, 30 minutes outside of town, you'll find a bridge to your left. You cross the bridge, and it's just right over the bridge was when I started hearing it. It got a little louder as I walked maybe 10 minutes or so into the woods, but I never found it. He's right in there somewhere to the right of that bridge up in the creek wood. If you could find him and bring it back alive, that'd be wonderful. I would be. I don't got gold to give you, but it would do my soul some good to know that whatever that animal is, he's safe.
Well, there's a lot of good information considering that there's a lot of things that me and my compatriots are worried about, and you're just kind of making one dot after the next. So I'm going to give you a word of advice. He's going to reach in his pocket and slam his hand on the table. And before he lifts his hand, he's going to say, if the storm gets worse or all the animals run away, run out of town with them. And he's going to slide over, put his hand over my hand, and then kind of let go. Say, do that. He's going to go back to his own table. And under his hand is a 1 platinum coin.
Yeah, he looks at it and like blushes. He's, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything you say, sir. Of course. We'll evacuate just as soon as we can.
So besides going to go back to the group and kind of go to Ren, I'm really worried there's that beast you're talking of getting closer, or there's other animals causing bigger issues. If we go out, we better be ready for what is out there.
And then he's ready.
He'll describe the location they was talking to about that, and then I guess the question is, do we head towards this thing or go any other direction?
I think we have to go north regardless.
So shall we hunt this or go around it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you're going somewhere in this region. If you guys can see the map ping.
I say we move.
That's
we
where
move
he's
towards
talking.
Fort Rannoch, and if we come across it, if it's on the pathway, then we stop and take a look, see what's going on.
All right.
As long as Jeremy doesn't die on us.
That'd be horrible. The game would be over.
Mm-hmm. Death by vodka. Not good.
Drink. Don't aspirate.
Yeah, aspirating vodka is not good.
Yeah, I'd say you've been here roughly an hour, maybe hour and a half. It's at 6 p.m. The sun is really starting to set. Not that you can see the sun through all the rain clouds, but it's starting to get dark gray instead of light gray outside.
Okay, and that's Bryn's cue. So she's like, I will see all of you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Get out of here at first light. Start moving north.
This old lady better get some bed.
Don't make me have to carry you.
Don't touch me.
Good,
So-
I don't want to.
Rin grabs, there's like half a bottle of rum, and she grabs it by the neck, like drags it off the table, and walks out of the bar, heads over to the church, climb the bell tower.
All right. It's again, it's about 5 stories up, climbing a sort of winding stone staircase. By the time you get to the top, your calves and your thighs are on fire. You look out over the moonlit lake. Rain drizzling down all over. You think maybe it's just the rum. I don't know. Maybe you see some ripple of something moving out towards the middle of the lake.
That's enough for me.
All right, and we cut to the other three making their way towards the inn.
Alright.
Sick of this damn rain.
Me too.
Rain makes trees grow. I'm just gonna slosh it in the mud, happy.
I'm gonna look
Alcohol made me
around.
warm.
I'm gonna look around and say, "There's enough damn trees around here."
Yeah.
That there are.
Zephora's hawk is huddled up close underneath her own hood. Maybe 3-4 inches away from her face at the most. Shivering, soaking wet. All of you just, despite the turtle skin cloaks, your full day worth of trudging through Turtleback Ferry, you're soaking wet. You pull yourself back inside of the inn. Seston has a fire roaring and ready for you. In each of your rooms, he has a nice warm fire, and your beds are turned down. He has a small serving of meat and bread and wine beside your bed. He himself has turned in for the night. As you walk in, you see Becky, unable to sleep, pacing in the kitchen. She waves to you and says, "Hey." He keeps pacing.
Oh no! Don't tell me she's popping.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Breathe, honey. Breathe.
Sarsha, you got any magic to help her out? Because I don't want to see that.
Honey, there's nothing to stop a baby.
If Sarsha or anybody else does a heal check, you see she's just having pains. Seems to be maybe false labor. Yeah, she's real close.
Have you had some water?
Oh yes, I've got a point right over there, and she points to a full untouched pint of water. Oh, I'll drink it. I'll drink it when I get done walking.
No, I bring it to you. You have some sip.
Thank you very much. She sits down in the chair, and within just a few minutes of you standing there with her, letting her sip the water, she dozes off. Yeah, in the
Rub
chair
the
by the fire.
small of her back, kind of up and down near her spine, to relieve some of that pressure.
Yeah. She's out. She's unconscious. She starts to snore. Yeah.
Can you grab Zelda?
Do what?
I hear my
She's halfway
cat.
down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I've just separated them 3 times.
That's fine.
I thought you were talking game something. I was like, I don't remember Zelda. I've been drinking a little.
I can't grab Zelda. She's in the baby's in the. I can't grab Zelda.
I don't even know where she is.
The night passes without event. Becky does not give birth. I imagine Sarsha probably has spent her night sleeping on the the little sofa in the lounge right beside Becky. The night is passed. No babies on the way. As you wake up in the morning, you find Seston and Sarsha making you flapjacks and fresh honeyed ale for your morning breakfast.
Does That's now wonderful. You're so good.
I don't mind doing the work for you. It's just a little bit of cooking some lard and it's just, you folks have been so kind to us already.
Mouth Sephora said, "Oh my God, this is so good."
I thought maybe you left your catfolk friend back in Magnamar.
That was the pregnant lady.
Yeah, y'all plan on going north of town over to that area?
Oh, we got to meet up with Ren first, but probably.
Yeah. Ren's gonna so Ren stayed up all night specifically to watch the lake and see what she could see with night vision and all.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw ripples on the water, so she was drinking. But it gives her enough confidence to think she doesn't want to go in that water. And so she'll get a couple hours of sleep before sunrise, that's all she requires. And then she will jump from the bell tower to the ground and join you at the tavern, at the inn.
Sorcha reminds the keeper to keep water with his wife all the time.
Oh yes. I don't believe the water is going to be much of an issue, but I'll make sure I keep her with a fresh point, and she He looks around to make sure that she's not looking. She says, I must tell you, when y'all aren't around, she does sit with her feet up quite a bit. She feels she must put on a show for the guests, and I promise I do my best.
She's a stubborn one. Maybe you still got that goat, maybe some goat milk and honey.
Yes, milk and honey. It's pretty much the best things we have in stock. He gestures to outside, and you look and you see a rain-drenched, horribly depressed cow standing in the middle of a very small pen. He's like, she gives us milk every day. I wouldn't trade her for all the gold in Turtleback.
Sasha's gonna look around at the place and be like, "You guys have gold in Turtleback?"
Well, I mean,
I do
probably
now.
a lot more now since you've been in town, but a little bit. All right. Do y'all choose to continue on, go up, cross the river?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head north and cross the river and start making our way towards Fort Renner.
All right. You head up. You've gotten fully supplied, gotten your potions, your water breathing, your cure moderate, fully healed, everything, and you make your way towards north of town. After maybe 2-3 hours of tromping up this mud path, you get to a bridge. Right here, right, in the middle of the, not in the middle, but right where the word skull starts in the Skull River.
Mm-hmm.
And you cross. And let me get a perception check. Very ready if I can real quick.
Come on.
Perfect.
And perception. Oh, I don't see shit.
Because it's raining and you're wearing a cloak and a scary
Is
mask.
that more? You having a morning here?
It's probably because of your helmet.
10.
But Rin, Sorsha, and Zephora all hear a loud kind of coming from deep in the woods, a pained, hurt, scared sound. Anybody got a survival or nature check?
I have survival.
18 for nature knowledge.
23 for survival.
I got a natural 20 on survival.
Yeah, nat 20, 18. Yeah. Go ahead and roll survival too while we're at it. So
I don't think. Okay, I'm looking for survival.
your survival is near the bottom.
Hi.
4 survival.
4.
Jeez. I'm not gonna make it, guys.
Zephora, Sorsha is looking at pretty flowers.
So she falls over and dies.
Okay, yeah, all right. Even 18 is enough.
Her old age is catching up with her.
There's a poisonous insect on that rose.
She couldn't survive at all.
Um,
Yeah,
Musashi
try
and
myself.
Rin mostly lead the way, but Zephora, can also find her own way, and Sorsha just kind of tags along. Y'all make a beeline straight through the woods to where you hear the sound, and as you approach, you see trapped in this bear trap, claws deep into this creature's leg. You see a wounded fire pelt cougar in the middle of the woods, and it's calling out.
Ren is like, Sorsha, you're up.
I'm gonna look at Sorsha and be like, the drunk guy last night asked me to bring it in alive if this is the thing he was talking about. So don't kill it.
There we go. Let's roll for initiative, by the way.
Damn it.
All right, let's do that first.
18.
24.
God, 31 out of Ren.
All right. So round one, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna get a few more minutes before we log off. So round one, we start with Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
We on the map? Where are we at? We're not on the map.
Yeah, you should put yourself on the map.
How do
Put
I
yourself
walk?
on the map. Around this creature.
I don't remember how to do that.
Right.
Let's see. What can I do?
There we go. That worked. I'm gonna go stand by a rock.
Trying to see if I have anything on me that will help this situation.
I guarantee you that either Sorsha or
Yeah.
Zephora have spells or abilities that can help you in the situation.
Yeah, yeah, of course they do.
I've looked ahead. I've planned. I've figured things out.
All right, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it.
Okay.
What? That's not kill it.
Stop it.
Calm it down.
I just gotta do shocking grasp on it while it's trapped. Kill it right here. No, I'm gonna hold my action.
Was my
I have speak with animals that I'm planning to use.
Sure, so should be like, wait, I want to talk to it. I just walk up and kill it. I don't know why it's so funny to me.
You should walk up and stab it through the eye. It was like, oh, it's so pretty.
Gotta put it out of its misery. It's suffering.
You have no understanding.
Rin just crosses her arms and holds her action like, all right, let's get this over with.
Does anybody have any abilities that might be able to communicate?
I got handle animal.
I have speak with animal.
Speak with animals is really good. So Rin holds her action. This is round one. Musashi. Wait, no, Sorsha. Sorsha is second. So Sorsha. Cast speak with animals. All right. That is a single standard action. You still have half your turn. What do you say?
Peace, calm down. We can help.
It looks at you. You see its mouth hanging open and kind of panting and wide-eyed. Like, if you ever seen your cat scared, you know what I'm talking about. You know,
Well,
pupils
it
tiny, and it says, "Danger, danger, danger! Help!"
will help. Just let us help without fuss. What
Yes,
danger? Is it big? Big danger?
very big, very big. Master is in a cage. Master is in a cage, but I ran away. I ran away, and the big thing is chasing me. The big thing is a big thing. This is his trap.
Okay. That's all right. We'll get this trap done.
Ask him if he'll go back to town. The guy wanted him, right?
Yep. Well, he wanted it alive.
There was villager. He heard you. He couldn't find you. He worried for you.
I've been calling for several hours. Maybe more than a day. I've been stuck, and he tugs at his leg, and you see the deep gashes in his leg from this trap. I've
Oh,
stuck for much time, but master is this way, and he turns away from you, and he tugs towards this direction, and he pulls as hard as he can. His master is over here. I must save master.
we can help you with your master, but you must let us help you first.
Yes, yes. Real quick, does anybody else choose to do anything in this first round of turn?
Ren,
Can
Ren,
I,
Well,
can you
can I,
do
like,
something
disable
about
the
that
device and,
trap?
like,
It won't
untrap
hurt you.
them? Do I have a disabled device?
All right. Yes, Zephora, you can attempt to disable device. Sorcerer, what'd you say?
I was asking Ren to disable devices because
Okay.
I was saying she won't hurt you. They're okay.
Okay. Zephora does still have her turn coming up in initiative. So
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
I'll
before Ren can get back to her turn,
Okay.
Zephora is with a 34 able to open the trap. We're gonna move on to round 2.
you missed me, but
I'm sorry. Sorry. What
no,
would
it's
you like
fine.
to do?
All I was gonna do is kind of sit between Sorsha and the beast in that with just sword ready because obviously I can't hear their conversation.
Okay. Yeah. All the rest of you can hear is and Sorsha making some kind of gibberish from her mouth.
I'm gonna fill them and look. They won't hurt us. Don't worry. Don't worry. This animal will be fine. But its master is trapped in that direction, and I agreed. I would go help. Will you come with me? It says that there's a large animal creature after it. That's why it ran away and got stuck in this thing.
Ren draws
Well,
her sword. Let's do
yep.
this.
Same here.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta kill the bigger thing because otherwise the town is gonna be nothing.
Roll another perception check.
Might be why there's no animals around here.
Yep, all the dots are coming in based on what I was hearing. Wrong thing. Perception.
Nice.
Ren just seems to be
24.
having a tough time with the rain today.
There we
Sorsha
go.
and Musashi, you definitely hear, like, as soon as you free this fire pelt cougar, and she starts like pointing towards this area, you hear the sound of hounds barking, just a vicious, the sound of something tracking down its prey, bearing down on you.
There it is.
Yeah, kind of like that. Something is approaching you through the woods. You listen and you hear, the sound of leaves and sticks rustling, and you also, if you listen a little harder, you can hear something boom, 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 just tromping through the woods. And that is where we will leave off for next time.
Sweet.
All right.
Everybody say goodbye to the recording then.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, recording.
It's a good time to stop it. I figured this is a good place.
You have to stop it.
I gotta stop it. I don't want to stop it.